Hello everyone, welcome to Token Model. Today we're discussing New Zealand's wage rise to $22.70 on April 1st. So, as we go into this, minimum wage first. The increased minimum wage is intended to provide relief to low-income workers, right? But the reality is it may have unintended consequences for both business and the economy. I'm aware of it too. So when I started working, I was earned $15.75 an hour, and that's what I was on for the first couple of years until minimum wage went up. Did my job all the way until recently. I got the minimum wage. No, I'm just a little above it. So just moving up to 2070 is kind of reducing what I worked for in that amount of time, which kind of sucks. But anyway. Impact on small businesses, okay. Small businesses are often the backbone of the economy, but they face unique challenges, especially when it comes to labour costs. The increased minimum wage may be particularly difficult for small businesses who have limited resources and may not be able to afford the increased labour costs. This means they could shut down. This means they could increase labour and stuff. This could lead to a reduction in small businesses, which have a ripple effect through the economy, which means we lose tax money, and then hopefully they don't go and give anyone else tax cut, because that would suck. Because giving business tax cuts don't work. We all know that. I know that. You know that. If it doesn't get richer, the people at the top. Give money to me. For some people, may be forced to reduce their workforce, cut back on employee hours, or even close the doors, which no one wants people to lose their jobs at the end of the day. We always want we want to go to work, right? Or do something that we like to do, get paid money for us to survive. And we don't want to harm the economy, because if we all lose jobs, we have more sad people, depressed people in the country. We have more people on the benefit, and that doesn't do anything well for anyone. So, next thing is inflation. In addition to the impact on businesses, the may increase minimum wage may lead to inflation as businesses are forced to pay employees more. Right? They may rise. They will. They will. This is a definite. They will raise the prices on products and services to compensate for the increased labour costs. We all know this. We saw this inflation. We saw this when COVID came and everything went up in price. We can see that in the last couple of years. Cheese, which used to be $12, has recently all gone up to $18. Right? I got someone special there, which that $14. I'm like, wow, it's so good. But the problem there is we all send our stuff overseas, and that's mind-boggling to me. We send stuff overseas, and then we blame inflation for everything. We have all the food here. You just fucking send it overseas. Pardon my words. We send it all overseas, and it's ludicrous. Anyway, so yeah. So for instance, as the cost of goods and services increase, consumers may have less disposable income to spend on other things such as entertainment, travel, or savings. And we know that as stuff goes up in price, our savings go down through the ground. We try our best to save money up for like cars and stuff. And then you got these predatory people like PayPal, not PayPal, like Afterpay and stuff. Like, yes, they're useful for people who have a little bit of money and can manage their finances, but for the people who are day-to-day broke, like me sometimes, it's not necessarily the best thing. It sneaks up on you. And you can't change the date from where it is to the next one unless you you get six per thing. And anyway, I digress. This could result in decreased economic activity, which ultimately harm the economy as a whole. As I go back, yeah. So next thing, decreased job opportunities. Another major concern, increasing minimum wage leads to less decreased job opportunities, which means people may have been offering more jobs at a company, but they can't offer that job anymore because they don't have enough money to finance it. So either there's two things they can do, right? They can wipe that job out and give all the work to other people, which is they do sometimes anyway, or they can make you could screw you, make your hours less, so they make up that money on top. You can't do after time, which you can't do extra time, which is happening at my work at the moment. And so if companies are faced with high labour costs, they may decide to automate certain jobs or move the operations to countries where labour is cheaper, unless it's like Countdown, New World, Pack and Save. But all this stuff comes from Australia or Indonesia, Thailand. There's even stuff that comes from China, which I thought was weird. There's I don't think the major thing really comes from New Zealand is honey. That's because it's Manuka honey and stuff. So we don't want this results in job losses and reduced economic activity, which means there's less money coming to the country in the first place, and that ultimately also harm the economy as a whole. So, in conclusion, right, while the increased minimum wage may seem like a positive step for low-wage workers, it is important to consider the broader implications, economic implications, right? Minimum wage is good. Minimum wage is going up is good if you have a family and you live on one income, or you have two family members working and you live on only two incomes on minimum wage, which is good. I'm not saying it's bad, but across this board, right? Tradies who have done their time to get the qualifications, the gap between them and minimum wage is going every couple of years going step, step, step. So what was the point of them getting qualified? Spending money, people going to university, because also with people going to university, it's getting less and less and less worth it, getting more and more expensive. So the gap between having debt and minimum wage is like you might as well go work in a bakery or go work in Wales for a couple of years. You make the same amount of money, even if you get qualified, which is annoying. So the rising minimum wage may have anti-controversial business inflation job opportunities. It's important for policymakers carefully consider the impact of minimum wage increases on the economy and find the balance the needs with the overall economy. Thank you guys for watching Talking Melody. You would have seen the news release about this yesterday. So this is coming out a day later. This is my response. I think it's annoying, sure, but as I said before, you've got to consider what happens with minimum wage going up. You do. I know you do. It's not nice to talk about money and politics and economics, but sometimes you just have to look at the broader picture. If you're gonna hate me, you're gonna hate me. You've seen the Chris Luxon video, people hate me on that too. I don't care, I don't like him. Yeah, he makes, yeah, anyway. If you want to see that video, it's not going to be up here. You can go look at my feed on my videos, which has all my videos, right? And thank you guys. You can find it there. Goodbye.